Welcome back to Weekly Words. Today, my name is Alisha. Anyway, this is a show where we talk about words, so let's get started. This week on Weekly Words, we're going to talk about acronyms, which you might not know. We've talked about acronyms a bit in the past, but these acronyms, maybe you've seen the acronym, but you don't know what it means, so we'll talk about that. The first one is NASA. NASA stands for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. They are the organization that's in charge of all space-related research and space-related developments in the USA. In a sentence, I wanted to work for NASA when I was growing up. That's a lie. The next acronym is MSRP, the Manufacturer's Suggested Retail Price. You might see this on products at the store. The MSRP is their important point is what the maker of that product thinks it's worth. So a store might have a sale and they say, come to our sale, everything is 20% off the MSRP. Next is the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. You might be able to guess what this is about. Civil liberties, civil rights. They work to ensure that people have civil rights within America. In a sentence, the ACLU is doing important work for people all around the nation. The next is the AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons. There's sort of a joke, I think, that goes around that once you reach a certain age in America, magically, AARP mail will start coming to your mailbox. As you can probably guess, an association for people who are of retirement age. I myself am not of retirement age, so I don't know exactly what they do, and I have never looked into it, but perhaps it's relevant for some people. It seems that the AARP is the most powerful group in terms of its members in the United States. I'm guessing because they're retired and they have experience and money. I got my first piece of mail from the AARP last week. That's a lie. Okay, the next one is NDA. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. I don't have a non-disclosure agreement for anything, probably. Anyway, an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. You might have to sign a non-disclosure agreement if you're working on a project that requires confidentiality. Maybe it's government related, maybe it's a specific project, a movie, for example, that you can't talk about. The employer might ask you to sign an NDA, meaning you're not going to talk about anything related to your project. In a sentence, I was working on a project for a TV station and I had to sign an NDA before I began. That's the end of acronyms that you might not know. Maybe next time you see them, you will be familiar with what these mean now. Thanks very much for joining us this week, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!